Alright. Oh, let me actually turn my game back down before I forget. I had to turn it up because like I was doing the nighttime in a zone and it was like really really bad. So this video is just more so of like a rundown of like everything I've learned after playing for like I think like a week, going on 2 weeks now. Maybe it's like a week off and on or so. Playing Shufflequest, and I just want to give a rundown of what everything is, what everything isn't, so on and so forth. Alright, so to start, you basically make your character. Uh, all every race can be whatever class you want. Racials are in effect, so XRs do have the extra regen and AC. So that's why it's a good idea to make a XR for one of your first characters because it helps mitigate a lot of the struggling you're going to be doing, especially if you go into Southbound mode. All right, so we'll go over the new feature that came in Southbound mode. What you'll do is level 1. You can only do it at level 1. You go to the Challenger, and the Challenger, you'll hail him. Um, okay, and then so basically, let me just do this real quick. So this will be boom. Okay, boom. All right, that's it. And then let me hail him again. Okay, so it's just yeah, you can just hail him for titles and whatnot. So basically, if you don't have the challenge, you'll hail him, and what he does when you accept the challenge of being still self-bound is he will delete everything you have on you currently, delete all your money, delete your bots, delete everything. And when he does that, you will have no weapons, no lantern, none of that nonsense, no bags, no nothing. You will be completely clean slate. So you will be basically punching starting out. So keep that in mind depending on what class you play. Some classes won't be a big deal, some other classes it will be hell if you can't cast spells. There's another post update that came out, mainly going over southbound stuff. You can only get a group of people with a tight level range. You can get buffs for people who you cannot get buffs from anyone who's not southbound at all, and you can only get buffs from people that are 5 levels. Oh, that are 4 levels or lower than you, like 4 levels or lower, being higher than you. That's the level gap. So you can only give people with buffs between 4 levels or lower than you, and you can only receive buffs from people that are 4 levels or lower that are higher than you. Uh, uh it's I'm like spacing out because I haven't slept yet, so I'm gonna be a little bit over the place, and I apologize for that because I pretty completely raw dogged this when I should have taken a nap before the launch, and I basically streamed for 11 hours. I took a break for a bit, I ate and all sorts of stuff. So the new change when it comes to spell damage, this will apply to all clickies going forward, is if you can learn the spell. Okay, so if you can learn the spell, these two apply to you. For 8 levels, you'll get full spell damage bonus for 1-to-1 ratio. Then it reduces by 66%. It'll be 2/3. If it's 15 levels of you and you can learn the spell, this is to prevent random fall offs. Like, say, like, if you get lucky early on, you get some spell damage items. Like, I think I have one on me. No, I lost all of them, didn't I? I think the only one I still have is my mace. Not this mace. Uh, this mace. Yeah, spell damage 10. Yeah, I have 0 spell damage right now. So basically, some people will get lucky. I got lucky with a few items, and if you go to Shade Weaver's Secret, since I'm not going there right now anymore, I might as well spill the beans on this. Shade Weaver's Secret, if you kill the starter guys in there for a while, you have a small chance of getting, like, including the clockworks and stuff like that. You have a small chance of getting a ring, some gloves, and a chest piece, and I think a necklace as well at some point. I can't remember like all the pieces, but there's a couple sets of pieces in there. Sometimes they're for clerics too. Like my cleric has a couple. Let me. Whoops. In inventory list. Lets me go over. I think it's this range item that has it. Yeah, spell damage 27. It's got heal awareness on it. I think he has some on his primary. No, plus secondary. Secondary just has some AC and stuff. But yeah, so whenever I get spell damage, I usually try to give it to him. and then that way, and mana regen as well. So that way he can get some spell damage, get some heal him out, and that way he can heal more, do some more damage when I have him nuking, when it's safe for him to nuke, and then go from there. So if it's 15 levels, it'll be 66% effective. So you only get 2/3 of the spell power you have into the spell damage. So it's not randomly going from like 200 damage to just like 4 damage again. Like if you're dealing with like a life tap, if you're just SK and whatnot, because that fall off like 2 or 3 levels can hurt you a lot, and if you're not prepared for it, you can possibly die when it happens in the middle of fighting, and you ding that level range that ends up breaking the whole thing. So this is how it's going to work going forward. Um, and after the 15 level range, you'll get no spell. You'll only get 1/3. So if you cannot learn spells whatsoever, or these spells that you have clickies for, you will only get 1/3 of the spell damage bonus that you have for spell damage. So with my spell damage 10 thing, I only get 3 damage bonus instead of a full 10 on clickies. This only works for clickies. This is not for procs. Procs always get full spell damage no matter what. Pretty sure that's the case. Yeah, clickies. Okay, yeah. Because like he's trying to have it so that clickies and spells kind of work the same, so that classes can dip into things, but not have them be like, oh hey, I'm a monk, but I'm basically an SK because I can just tap into this life tap clicky and just spam it nonstop, and then yeah, so he's balancing that around so it's not like full easy mode because of that. Oh, he's got a little water pet. Oh, it's like 16 now. That's cool. Let's see here. So now that I'm done going over all that, let's just go over these NPCs and what their functions are and what they do. All right, so the consumer, this guy you really won't be doing anything with until you're like at 51. I think he stores your AA experience because this is how you get AA experience. Is you give him items that are worth 1,500 or more plat, and they'll show on their values right here. Oh, I mean, if you don't have E3, you won't know that. But if you have E3, you can see what their values are. Yeah, they're at 1,500 or more on platinum. You can give this guy, and he'll give you some A experience. If he consumes enough items, he'll give a server wide buff. This only applies to people that are on the server at the time, and it only lasts for like an hour. And it gives like 500 HP and a couple other things like that. And it's just like a standard like shielding buff, basically, like a mage shielding line. Really good buff though for early on. So is that. Alright, and there's a supplier guy. You can get some basic things from him if you need to. I really don't care about buying stuff, so there's also the change I mentioned where you can't dumpster dive anymore because he wants to make sure that southbound people cannot benefit from other ways of getting stuff from people. You can't drop items on the ground; those will get destroyed automatically. Southbound and non-southbound can't trade with each other. He basically did the whole season flagging system. It's like kind of like you're a season character in Delia, but you're not seasoned because it's not like a season theme. It's just more like a self-bound mode. That's basically the best way to look at it. So if you're level 1, you can go to the master. The master will be able to change your class, but if you're too high of a level, he'll just say, "Oh, you're too high of a level for this." So when you make your character and you aren't able to make the class you want because of the race restrictions that are default in the game, you just hail the master real quick while you're level 1. So pick whatever class you want for your race to be, and then boom, but you cannot race swap. So you have to make your race and whatever combo first, then you swap to the other class. Uh, so your advanced. I don't know how the stats are shuffle. I haven't really paid attention to that. So your advanced points, you want to put them in first before you swap, and I think they stay over. I don't remember, but like I said, I haven't messed with it. The zealot is your religion. You can basically hail her at level 1, change your religion. I normally would go agnostic, but I forgot to go do that on this character, so it's like whatever. The traveler. Every level is 50 platinum. I think you start with like 700 platinum or whatever for like your first travel. You hail him. You tell him what zone you want to go to. He'll be like, okay, for X amount of platinum, like I'll just do a random zone real quick. He'll be like, for X amount of platinum, you just give him 1,500 platinum pieces. So you just build like that, type the number in, give it to him. He'll take it, and it'll automatically, like after you click it on here, he'll automatically just send you to the zone, and you just go to the zone. Currently, there is no instancing so far. I think like the server doesn't demand for it. I don't know if he's like against it in some way, or he's just not like there's no need for it right now. So like there's no point. Okay, I think this is just a normal NPC. So Keeper of Wills is a guy where for a token of inheritance. I think I sold my inheritance token. So you can like do like a inheritance token, and then you can put like 3 items in a box, and then when you die, those items will stay intact no matter what. Uh, is he like looking for these coins? No. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, that's a shield that my cleric used to have with the heal amount on it. I thought he was looking for these kind of tokens. Huh. Weird. I guess not. I still haven't learned what the hell the special coins are, so I can't really go over that too much. These two will go over like the little rules and whatnot. What happens when you die? There's a slight chance for your bot to get completely deleted. You have to basically lose 25% of everything you own per se. So like hoarding and stuff is always a good idea. So that way you have a higher chance of losing shit you don't care for versus losing most of the shit you have on you and being sad. And then the Prophet, you'll go to the Prophet to look at dread zones. Uh, it'll give you a list of what's currently a dread zone right now. And dread zones, basically, you get more experience, but the trade off is you get trolled every so often. The mobs have more HP, they hit a little bit harder, scaling's a bit rougher, and stuff like that. It's supposed to be like a risk reward type of thing, and it can get annoying after time, so you don't want to deal with that. The scribe is when you basically it's like so you get to certain levels, like every level you can come to the scribe and be like, oh hey, I want new disciplines, and then boom, you learn them. If you have spells for your spell class, you just click on spells, and then boom, you can click no, and it says all class appropriate spells have been scribed. If you're not a class that can learn spells, and it just won't give you anything. That's basically how that works. So all spells and shit are gonna be free. You don't have to go to the person over there and buy a bunch of spells and scribe them. You just click on the person. Um, it probably wasn't feasible for him to do it to just automatically scribe it, or there was probably like some bugs or whatever. So he just felt like just not dealing with it and just put it on an NPC, and the NPC would just do the code for him, and then that way it doesn't have to like work out all the kinks. It's just like it just has like a blanket solution, and then people just interact with it, type of thing. Um, what was Technomancer again? Oh, okay, okay. So gear tiers. So okay, so tier 0 is 1 to 7. Tier 1's 8 to 5. 16 to 23. 24 to 31. So tier 4 starts with 32 to 39. Then it's 40 to 47, and then 48 to 55 is tier 6. And then yeah, the 56, 63, and then anything 64 plus will be the last tier, and so on and so forth. Okay, and then for bosses, let me see if we can see this. Bosses spread more frequently in dungeons and even more in dread zones. Their names are marked so make them more identified. Um, yeah. Don't focus too much on like the tiers of the bosses, because like even tier threes, there's plenty of tier threes like kill they drop the absolute trash. So like just mainly focus on elites and like bosses of any tier. Just keep killing them. You'll get stuff over time. That's all you need to focus on. Just kill elites, kill bosses, kill elites, kill bosses as much as you can. Summoning. I think this only occurs if you're at 4 people. Yeah, regular monsters will never pull to you regardless of how many people are fighting. Oh wait. Oh, this is for bosses. Okay. So only bosses can summon it. It's based on if it's like 4 people fighting the boss. So if it's 2 players and 2 bots, that counts as 4 people, and you'll start summoning to them. So just don't spread out too much and just fight them. Okay. And then item shuffle. It's just letting you know that be aware like gear can and will change as the surface develop. New effects will be added, and systems rebalanced. Nothing is permanent. So basically, if he wants to shuffle the items for whatever reason, he'll just do that, and then everything on you will just shuffle around in stats and all this other stuff and stuff like that to keep the whole random feeling and whatnot. And then like creatures will change every so often. Like in Shade Weaver Thicket, where I level at, there's been like a bunch of different iterations of monsters. Before there was only like Teggies and a couple other things, and then the next iteration that I dealt with was Glorians, and then after that, now it's the human cutthroats and whatnot that are over there just doing their stuff. Trying to think if there's anything else to go over here. No, it seems like these are about all the basic stuff. The master describe prophet, technomancers, like just describes a bunch of things. Role keeper, Lord of Death, that's all basic shit. You basically know if you die, start over. Normally you'll have a Roman numeral, but since I hit 30, there I had an option to clear my suffix. So I just boom and yeah, so I can just clear it whenever I want. And then that way I just don't deal with it. But when you die, this is basically what happens. Like you see, like the Roman numeral 6, it'll accumulate that. The first one you'll put you'll have the 1, then the 2, then the 3. I got all the way to like 11. Like I had 11 deaths because what happened was I had this character for a bit originally, and then I got to like death 5 because like two of my 5 deaths were like basically just due to DCs, just random crashes for like out of nowhere while I was fighting something. And during that 5th death, I lost pretty much everything that was worth the damn on that character. And I was already like, I was basically at 46 or something, or closer to 46 at this point. Like almost in the 40s again after dying at 46 before. And I basically just said, fuck that, fuck this character. I'll just, I wanted to try a different class anyway, so I deleted them. I made a bunch of different classes. I kind of just didn't care for playing any of them. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll just remake my monk. And that's when I made Noodle Nubs. And then he died a couple times. And, now I'm kind of just shelving him. And just, I brought this guy back to be like a fresh, like, self-found experience type of thing without deleting my other character's stuff. And turns out it keeps the suffix for that character's name. So like even if you delete the character and remake them like a week later or whatever, it's not gonna drop the suffix amount of times you died. It's tied to that name for basically forever it seems. Until you do self-bound get the 30 and you can clear your suffixes. Once you do that, then you're good to go. Let's see here. So I'm gonna go do a dread zone real quick. So for my level being 30, then it goes Crystal Caverns and Droga, right? Yeah, mine's a Droga and Crystal Caverns. Everything else is too high or some fucking zone I don't know, or too low. Because the Fallon and Current is too low. Kazak Duel, I think is like 40 or some shit. Did he mention what Kazak Duel was supposed to be? I know like Kazak Duel was supposed to be like kind of high. I think it was like 40 plus or some shit. Once you're level 20, that threshold is 7, so you can kill a level 13 mob and get loot. The mob is not only 7 levels under you, but you have pieces of gear equal to. Hmm. Alright, so I had that little discussion with them on there. Because like that's like the main like annoying takeaways with like how that works is like since like it's basically not working through the normal system. So like a level 6 mob or whatever will like a mob that's like 5 levels lower will be considered like gray on the loot credit thing for the server, but it's not like a gray for experience. So you get experience but no loot, and it kind of just it doesn't feel good. So like if you were to like be able to change it that way to where it just considers it gray, you don't get experience or loot, then it would make it less annoying and less like punishing and feeling like, well, what the hell happened? Is this a bug? And you don't have to deal with people constantly reporting that later. Um, and like, but the other main aspect is like when you're fighting, like you just got mobs that are level gray and you're like about 10 levels higher than them. Then you got to clear through all these freaking mobs that keep swarming you over and over again, and they're not worth a damn. They're not. There's no reason to kill them. You don't want to bother wasting your time with them, and they just keep like hitting you, and it's just it gets annoying. Like it doesn't add any difficulty or anything. It's just, or any dread or sense of like urgency. It just adds annoyance. Like there's no urgency to it. Like it's fine when it's like mobs that are worth killing, and they do that. But when they're not worth a single thing for you to kill them, and you're forced to kill them to get to this one mob because you keep getting swarmed by this garbage, like level 1 stuff that aggroes you from like 40 miles away all the time, it's just like you're just like, why do I bother? And it's just there's no point in this shit. So you just go somewhere else. It just kind of just makes it annoying. That's all. Uh oh yeah, I was gonna do Dread Zone. I got sidetracked because of the bug update thingy. And he was responding. Okay. Uh. So yeah, Droga. I don't really care for Droga. I feel like Droga's. There's gonna be a lot of areas where it's just chock full of mobs. I think Crystal Caverns isn't that bad. I don't remember Crystal Caverns being that bad. So let's go. Let's go to Vilius real quick. Why? Oh, this is the Zealot, not the Trial. I'm stupid. Vilius. Okay. Let me see who all Crystal. Who all Cavern? Okay, I guess no one's really in there. Crystal Caverns. Because Iceclad's basically screwed because for the changes, there's no alpha mobs and the elites are annoying to fight and stuff. So I kind of want to just do Dread Zone, Spelunking, because there's not many outdoor zones I know of in that level range that are like worth a damn and actually have bosses and stuff up right now. So, oh, these are normal code name guys. So none of these are bosses. Seems like none of these are bosses. So it's just like a so there's gargoyles and stuff here. Doesn't feel like this is a dread zone. Maybe if I go towards like the center, because like when I get past here, maybe I'll notice the no one else is in here. Me. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. I like that. No, that's a simple solution. Okay, yeah, no, it is a dread zone. Okay, yeah, I'm getting blinded right now. Normally this doesn't last too long, but it kind of lasts on right now. So usually what you do when you get blinded, don't freak out. Just you just can't see what's on the screen. You also can't tab target while you're blind either. So a lot of what you can do, I don't have it set up on my MQ thing because I have it for names only, so I can see where bosses are. But if you look at normal mobs, you can target mobs that way. You can see what's kind of close to you, but if you have the map and whatnot, and go from there. And I probably should have had it. And oh, so this isn't an undead zone. So yeah, let me see if these guys. These guys are probably gonna social. Doesn't make any sense for them not to. Okay, oh, he's just a Froglock warrior. Okay, so they're both just warriors, right? Yeah, yeah. All right, so this is simple enough. Actually, I gotta go back in here just in case I get feared for whatever reason. I'll bring him back in here real quick since he has aggro. My cleric. When you see them do that, that's because my pet's procking with his loot thing. He has a bard weapon that does like a 263 proc on it. I figured since I'm never gonna make a bard and utilize that, might as well give it to him and then yeah, let him have fun with it. Okay, so this is for casters. I'm not gonna use this. Yeah, it only vendors for so much, so like I just don't care. You get enough money off of. Oh, I didn't think I got any money off that. Uh, corpse. I don't think I heard any chings. Like I'm already like halfway through 30, and like here, let me show you how much experience you actually get for like a dark blue. Like the Dread Zone dark blues give you a crap ton of experience. It's like the double edged sword of this place because like you level up just a little bit too fast in comparison like the loot you're getting. Okay, that actually wasn't too horrible. That wasn't like too ridiculous. Because like normally before, like in the 20s, you would get like a whole yellow off like one dark blue, and then some. Like it was insane how much experience you were getting. I don't remember how to navigate through this too well, or where the mobs are usually at, so I'm just taking my time with it and just clearing through. There's no bosses right now. I could probably just try to signal out the elites and just make my way through them. Maybe I should just go to Droga instead, then. Because there's like, even down by the spiders and like the geonids, there's just nothing. What did he drop? Oh, the usual. Oh, it's like castaway arms. Okay, yeah. The castaway chest also doesn't have anything on it, so like it's at least in theme. But you'll randomly get items like that are just complete dog water. And sadly, it's happened more with this shuffle compared to most times. Like most times, I don't really get too many dead items that are like complete trash. They're mostly just like they're good, but they're not really what I'm looking for. And like now, like as I was progressing, like it definitely feels like there's a lot more like absolute trash items. But I kind of get it because he like wants it to be as balanced as humanly possible. He doesn't want people just steamrolling through like getting pets and stuff. That's why pets got nerfed a little bit. If they're higher level than you, they don't do as much and they don't do as much damage and stuff, which makes sense. If you're not able to get pets normally and whatnot. An emblem of air. That sells for 250 flat. Let me see where the nearest elite is. Wait, let me see if there's any alphas. Nope. Elite. The nearest elite is a 35 elite, and it's all the. Oh yeah, no. We're getting the fuck out of here. Fuck this zone. You need to tell me I need to go all the way down there to encounter my first elite while progressing through here. And there's nothing here. Then fuck that, because it'll target the nearest one when you target a name. So we are not doing that. We are fucking off with this zone. I'm gonna try Droga instead. All right, Kunark. Droga. So another 1500. Always sucks losing this and basically getting nothing back because you leave so quick, but it's whatever. Okay. Oh my. Oh god. Oh, what did I do? Oh, well, hell no. Thank god it didn't aggro me on the spot. Okay, so there is no other 30 Dread Zone besides Crystal Caverns. Well, that sucks. Where am I at? I'm on Frontier Mountains? Well, there seems like there's a. Ooh. Actually, let me get rid of this crap. There's like 3 bosses here. It's not bad, actually. Maybe this is the outdoor zone I wanted then. It's pretty compact. It's not like too wide. It's like Worthless Woods. Like Worthless Woods, you can like zoom in 2 or 3 times, and there's still like a whole like scroll thing. Whereas like I could just go like that and boom, and then boom, and like I got like the whole zone right there. And I got like this. Where is my ward mount? Here it is. I got these off. No, that's not it. That's the crack belt. I didn't talk about the crack belt. Oh, crack that. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Here it is. So I got this off of killing bears and Shade Weaver. For right now, it's where you can get it at. Oh. Well, good thing only he aggroed. So I'll record up until I fight and kill these 3 bosses. And then once I get done with those 3 bosses and loot them, that's where I'll end it. I kind of wanted to do like a whole Dread Zone clear, but since Droga is way over leveled and there's only Crystal Caverns and Currents is too low for me right now. There's like no point in doing a Dread Zone because like Crystal Caverns just sucks. There's like 1 elite and it's like all the way down. Holy Jesus, what the? I think I can fight these guys. These guys don't seem like they're that strong. I just gotta get to this fucking mana core first. Yeah, they're not booty blasting me as much as the Elguk mobs are. Like when I fought the 4 Elguk mobs at this level, like they just absolutely destroyed me. So let's try to get through this elite first. Okay, he got a regular heal on me. He didn't have two people on him, so it might be harder for him to get a heal off of. No, he got a heal on. Okay. As long as he can keep himself healed up, that's all that matters. Oh, my pet got a proc off. Oh my god, now there's another one. Was there always this many mobs right outside the entrance? I don't remember it being this packed. Oh well. Yeah, just keep rocking. There you go. Even though the pushback is completely annoying. Chanter only. Pretty alright item, but I just don't want to loot it. Okay, let me right. I mean, this sentry's already this low. I'll just help him with the sentry then. Okay, what I need to do is I need to pull this so that he's facing towards these guys. So they're not hitting him in the back. Stop turning your back to them, you dingled. My cleric is special ed. It's okay though. Oh, I'm already doing flying kick? Did I adjust it for that? I completely forgot that I'm 30. Like, what am I doing? Let me do my like melee abilities real quick. Yeah, because I do have it on priorities first, so let me do that. I'm not doing throw stone because throw stone isn't scaling. What did I loot from here? 5, nothing. My cleric's full mana. I don't really care. Extended range, attack, HP regen. It's 10 they say C. No, I'll do it just because the. Where is that? Is it this one? That's the avoidance one. Oh, that's my greater wolf form. I almost forgot about that. Where the hell is it? That's not it. That's not it either. This one? It's that one. Okay. And there we go. Quick swap. Alright. This does have more AC and stuff, but um just like all the HP regen and attacks and accuracy, like I need accuracy more than anything right now. Like I can't DPS without accuracy. Oh right, I didn't put my auto attack back on. I'm stupid. It's a good thing my cleric's fucking broken. I gave him such broken fucking items. But like, it doesn't matter how much like not attention I'm paying. Not paying attention. Oh god. It is clear as day that I'm not taking a nap. I'll clear these guys real quick. What the hell is this? Instant duration. Oh, oops. God dang it. Because I don't have like an augmentation fucking clicky, and clickness like doesn't last long enough. It's not worth clicking. It's the only thing that sucks about early on. Like you don't get a decent haste that you can keep utilizing without clicking it every freaking 3 minutes. Not even. What do we got? We got 1225. Gate sword. Oh, that's pretty good actually. Damn, and it's got HP on it and stuff, man. And 2 slots. It's a good ass sword. Too bad I don't need it. was hoping at this point I'd get my like old like 1623s or whatever, like 1625s and whatnot that I got before, but I didn't get those. So it seems I'm stuck with some 11s for a while. Okay, it's only 6 levels. It should be fine, but if I have to, I can just let my cleric finish off the boss. But it's gonna suck if I kill that boss and I don't fucking get loot for it. Superior healing. How does that work if it's a warn effect? Hold on. Oh wait, no, it's still 130. Oh, that's weird. It's got 21 strength on it though. That's pretty good overall. What's the cast time on it? 6 seconds? Yeah, whatever. I'll use it as a oh crap heal if I need to, I guess. Probably not going to, but okay. So over here is where Drakes are. Seems like I have to go into a tunnel to get there. Oh no, there's a tunnel and then there's a okay. There's an entrance right there. I think it's probably the deal. That's where the giant fort was, right? For Frontier? Yeah, it seems like that's where the giant fort was. Yeah, because I went over here to get an AUG from these guys. Yeah, I know this spot. Okay. So glad I got this mount. Wait. Can I? I don't think I can do both, right? Yeah, I can't do both. Okay. It's just it thinks I'm not using the models, but I am using the models. It's just I'm in a different form, and the form can't ride a horse. So this other boss doesn't seem like he's in the tunnel. It seems like he's outside, based on where his dot's at. And then the third one's down here in like this little building. So I think what I'll do is I'll kill this, go down to that one, then head over left to that one. Seems like a reasonable pathing choice. Okay, so just have to go on the side over here, and the entrance should be right here once I go around this corner. And then we'll see what kind of mobs we're dealing with. Okay, so it seems like it is going to be Drake's. Summon all. Seems like one of them's pathing right now. You're gonna let me turn this back up a little bit. There we go. I think I can just kill this guy and then move in. Seems like I'll have to kill that guy in the center too. Kind of weird that the boss is freaking lower level than these guys, but it's usually how it goes sometimes. These drakes aren't too bad. They're pretty chill. there's no alphas here. Wait, were they not KOS? Oh, yeah, the only one with the threateningly. I can just go past these guys. Oops. Did not know that. I'm pretty sure they have a faction though. Yeah. 15. Yeah, they're dubious right now, so I can just run past them and just go kill the main guy that I want to kill. But later on, though, I'll have to start killing. Once I can dip enough action between killing this guy. I'll try to game it as much as possible so I only have to kill him. Oh, whoops. Oh, what the fuck? I guess because he's a boss? Yeah, he scowls. Okay, yeah, because he's a boss, he's just KOS no matter what. What is he calling right now? No, he's dubious. He doesn't care. Like, yeah, fuck that Drake. It should be an easy kill. Even though he's like a tier 2, it's still light blue. I think I'm gonna play it safe anyways, because it is 6 levels. And I had light blues disappear on me before. So like once he drops down to like 5%, I'll let my cleric and cleric pet finish him off. I'm on an aggressive stance. There we go. What I get? Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, it's basically the same thing as what I got. It's the exact same thing as what I got. That's fucking hilarious. Go figure. Fire Peak and Vodrak. Okay. Tar Elite. Any elites here? No, they're outside. The Clockwork Spider. It's 23, so chances are I'm not going to get anything from that unless I let my cleric kill it. So we're going to go kill this War Chieftain. Is he also? Yeah, this is Scows. So he's gonna. These are gonna aggro me when I get close to these guys because it's taggies. What about this? Oh, he's dubious. So the spider is gonna be dubious. Oh wait, no, these guys are KOS. Weird. It's just because the clockwork spiders are like animals. No, even the spider elites. Oh, weird. Wonder what it is though. All right. Let me see how much this hits for. Yeah, dude, he's like nuking for like 200 and shit. Doesn't mess around. Okay. I gotta keep my eyes open for like any little clockwork a-holes. I thought that one wasn't gonna aggro, but it did aggro, so I'm gonna keep an eye out. Okay, something I'm looking for. So I'm trying to steal clear of them. There's another one. Oh my god, he's in this building, isn't it? Yeah, he's right there. Okay, let me see how I'm gonna do this. as an elite. 35. He's a tier 1 boss, which should be fine. So I'm gonna try and do this real quick. Okay, good. I only pulled the 2. All right, stance 6. I completely forgot about putting him back on healing. Please heal me. Thank you. I'll proc again. I wish it didn't have such a fucking massive pushback. That's like the only thing that sucks about that proc. Like it's good because it definitely guarantees a spell interrupt if I'm fighting a caster, but it's annoying otherwise. Ancient doubloon. Don't think that's going to be the coins that guy's looking for, but I would like to hope that's the case. Okay, let's try stance 2, so he's more balanced, so he kind of like throws in some nukes and stuff when he's good. I feel like he doesn't unless it's aggressive. Maybe I need to like add it to spells. Force, wrath. Nope, it seems I have to like specifically put him on aggressive for him to nuke. What about stance 3? Because stance 3 is efficient. No, it doesn't do anything. Yeah. But on DPS, it sucks like the stance so much on him. It's the only thing I don't like about fucking thing with clerics and like healers is their entire whole thing is like stance dancing. This guy really isn't doing that much damage to me. Yeah, I could just have him just nuke the shit out of this guy. There's freaking elites that put up a better fight than this guy did. Jesus. Oh. Oh, hell yeah, that's a 26 magician pet. And it's for clerics. I need to give that to him. Have him use it. Hell yeah, let's go. Is this better than my current ones? My current ones have more Regan, but this is just better stats overall. Yeah, this is better stats overall, so we'll just use these. War Paladin and Shadow Knight, range and secondary. It's pretty good actually. What's the value on this one? 500 plat? Yeah, I'll start looting these so I can start selling them. Okay. I think his other gloves are better, but yeah, these are 22, and the ones I gave him are 8. But I just need him to click the item. Okay, so PGL, click item. Oh shit, oh yeah. And list, click item. Oh, it's item. What? It's gloves, right? Hands 12. That way he's got a new pet. And I can give him his other gloves back. And I'll just hold on to these for when I need to switch out the gloves. Because the only benefit is getting the clicky. So now he has a 25 pet and I have a 29 pet, which is nice. Okay. Not worried about the Drake. Like I got scared about the Drake earlier. I'm like, wait a second, the Drake doesn't matter. I could probably just like let me stance one him for now until I decide to start fighting. I could probably just leash this guy if I outrun him. He's not an elite. If he's an elite, I'll turn around and kill him. But if he's not elite, I don't give a fuck. That guy. Ooh, so 1,000. Okay, so I might be able to make it to him in person. So there's the otter dudes are here, which is kind of good, kind of bad, because fuck. Oh my, oh my god, oh my god, no, 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 no. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Why is that there? I gotta pay specific attention because I don't want to deal with. Oh no, 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 pet, no, no, no. You don't want that smoke pet. You don't want any of that. Oh wait, there's a fierce tangy over there. I don't want that either. He moving away? Let me see where he's at. It seems like he's good. But sometimes they'll like be locked onto my cleric, and if I try to like fight things while they're moving like that, okay, it's just 35. I just want to nuke this shit so I can move on. That's the elite, or one of the elites, anyways. Move this guy back. Hope I know what this is going. To his pet. Okay, so that's dubious. So far, so good, because it's just drakes and shit. I can just run past them. As long as I don't mess with them. Let me see where the apex is at, so I don't cross this path. Okay, so he's further down, so just don't be by that building ever again like that. That's basically the takeaway. Where is he? Is he in the rock? Oh, he's right here. Hello, little boss. How you doing? I'll let my pet catch up real quick first before I do this stuff. What do you hit me with? Oh, okay, he's just like just a bunch around me. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. Okay, so none of the other ones respawned yet. Weighs a good bit, but the AC is honestly worth it. Oh, nice. Oh, that's a good cloak. Hell yeah, finally got me a cloak. Improved dodge. Yeah, it's only 100 platinum. It's like whatever. Let's give him some crack. There you go. You got some nice little crack. Okay, we got 34 elites. Is he? Oh, he's in the tunnel. Do I go in there? Oh, there's a clockwork elite too. I pull him without. Oh, there's both of these are elites. Yeah, my skeleton pet's procking the ever living piss out of this game. So pull this guy, and then I'll go in the tunnel and try to deal with this elite as well. Alright, I was supposed to end the video there. Alright, so that's what I'll stop at now. You kind of get like the gist of how loot works, how bosses work, and all this other stuff. Um, It just sucks that the dread zones I could have showcased off just were complete dog water. When I hit like around the whole level and whatnot, maybe I'll showcase one of those zones. But until then, I'm just gonna do this for a bit and level this way and get gear slowly over time. All right, peace.